Hello and welcome to Hadoop Exam Learning Resources. In this session, we are going to cover networking and content delivery, which is again AWS Certified SysOps Administrator Domain 5. What exactly they are trying to ask here. So let's go over here and try to understand what exactly. So if you see, this is covering around 16% question from this domain, and there are mainly three areas to be covered. So first is implementing networking features and types of connectivity, configuration of domain DNS services and content delivery, troubleshooting, networking and connectivity. So completely this module is depend on the networking and how you deliver your content to the uh, desired party basically, correct? So let's go to the each subdomain what it's trying to cover. So first subdomain, implement networking features and connectivity. So you should be able to configure the VPC, virtual private cloud, which we know, correct? Like we should be able to configure VPC. How do you size there basically, correct? What is the subnet sizing, which we discussed, route tables, network ACLs, security groups, correct, which you need to create, net gateways, like when you wanted to publicly access something from your network, like your VPC, then you need a net gateway, correct. That is very important. You must be getting some question on that basically, correct. So you just internet gateway is mandate to access the internet. Configuration private connectivity, like you should be using like a system manager, system manager, session manager, VPC endpoints, VPC peering. Differences between this for VPC endpoints, VPC peering, VPN, etc, correct. So this all is entirely networking related stuff. Configure AWS network protection services like web application firewall, then AWS shields. So this is for protecting your environment. Now let's move further. In this, what it should be covering, like how do you configure your VPC. So various different type of VPCs you can create, like connection types, then route tables, NSCLs, security groups, NAT, internet gateways. We discuss about this, correct. This all things we have discussed, this is covered in this. Now next is second subdomain, configuration of the domains. Like suppose you want to set up for domain something like that, hadoopexam.com. How can you do that? You need to know, like, to set up your new domain. DNS services, how do you use these services, and content delivery. Content delivery is matter. Suppose if you hosted some videos on the US zone, correct, US availability zone, and if you are accessing from India this material, correct, this video, then it's obviously a latency here, correct. Like data would transfer from US to India, so it would be very slow. So what you need to do, you need to have a content delivery in place, and somewhere in India it should be basically cached, correct. So that is how you manage is like, and then whenever somebody access from India, it should be access from this, not rather it should go to US and then access it. This is not a good idea, correct. So what you would be doing it, you would be caching it here in local, some local area of in India where you can, it can be accessed. Now how do you configure the your own domain name is route 53, like if you something hadoopexam.com. Routing policies, like what I'm saying here, correct, based on the your geolocation or geographic, geo proximity, latency, there are various policies there which you need to use, and based on that you need to able to configure your like route 53. Configure DNS, like route 53 resolver. Configure Amazon CloudFront, S3 Origin Access Identity. Then how do you host your S3 static website on like using S3 bucket. This is one of the most secure way of hosting a websites basically, because it's a static. Only and only if somebody has access to your bucket, like if you have given to somebody, that person can only delete content or update the content. Else this is one of the most secure way of static website. That's where the people are moving now, because the only issues with user management, how do you want to manage the user. on a static website. So that is what you can use, like third party solution like Google single sign on. This is best solution, correct? So this is one of the best way to host a secure website. So as you can see, Hadoop exam itself is using Google sign on, and their website is entirely static website to avoid user data uh, basically to be corrupted, or hacker can hack it and kind of thing, with minimum downtime we want. So everything we have in our website, you see, is static content. The management of the user is happening through Google, which is one of the globally, I think, one of the best and secured way to like for the credentials management, correct? Google. So you can rely on this. If Google is not safe, then who can be, basically, correct? So that's what the Hadoop exam is on the shoulder of the Google for the single sign-on. Okay. Now let's move further. Next subdomain configure. Uh, so this is as again part of the same subdomain. Subdomain 2. Good understanding of Route 53 hosted zones, records. How do you create in the records in the Route 53? Familiarize with yourself with Route 53 routing policies, DNS configuration, content delivery, like using CloudFront to avoid like delay and latencies, securities and interaction, benefits and build up for content delivery. So I'll not cover right now this entirely in detail, because we would be going through this in detail later. Okay. Now last subdomain in this is your troubleshooting the network connectivity issue. Now you configure it, but this is one of the most challenging part. Like people struggle here, like subnets, route table setup, network ACL setup, secure. So this is not accessible, this is not accessible, they would keep complaining, correct? So you need to see like your subnets, route tables, network ACL, security groups. These are various layers on the your infrastructure when you configure it. Now you need to get the logs, basically, correct? Who is accessing, why it is accessing. So VPC flow logs can help you for that. Elastic load balancer logs, AWS web application framework, firewall logs, ACL logs. So these are all logs you need to able to collect and monitor it. Identify and remediate CloudFront caching issues. Sometimes even if you enable it, but this is not cached because of there is some reason for that. So you need to solve that problem. Troubleshoot hybrid and private connectivity issues. So suppose you are trying to make connection between AWS availability zone VPC, which you have created from your data center on your own data center network, and there could be a possibility of network issue. So you should be able to solve this. What is the exactly issue on this network connectivity, correct? So that is very important you understand that. Now, yeah, so this is what in the detail of the things which we discuss about this: subnets, route tables, network ACL, security groups. Make yourself comfortable for this all services or tools which is mentioned here, correct? So like this PPTs are covering only the things which are very important for the CISOP certification. Nothing else we are trying to cover like other certification here. We wanted to focus because the syllabus is huge and time is limited. You want to finish your certification as soon as possible. So collecting logs associated with networking, evaluate logs associated. So VPC flow logs, elastic load balancer access logs, WAF logs. So this is all logs collection basically we discuss. Then troubleshoot all these services which we have discussed. So yeah, this PPT I will be sharing with you, so you would have access to this as well to go over this. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you like this session. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube so you would get an alert. Now let's talk about the hadoopexam.com website. So this is the website of hadoopexam.com homepage. You click on Amazon AWS page, and once you click on this page would open AWS certified SysOp administrator, and once you click on this would open this page. On this, like sample paper, FAQs, video introduction, practice paper 1 to 6 are available. And then once you click on video introduction, this page would open and we would list all the videos which we are discussing right now on this page, correct, and as well as the slides which you can down online access it. Okay, so that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'm stopping now.